The unmute button will forever be an enemy of mine. We are back. You're tuned into a late Sunday, early NFL week Degen Fantasy stream where we got nothing but fantasy sports picks for you guys, who to start, who to sit. We also got tons of props for you guys to multiply your money on this week. And I'm joined by Admiral Brian, Double Down Dan, it's your boy Rocky Prop, live from the studio out here in CT. So we're going to get into it today. Gentlemen, how you feeling about this Sunday? You feeling optimistic? Because we just came off an insane, one of the greatest football games I've ever watched in general, and I barely watch college football, Alabama-Georgia game. Do you guys want to touch on that lightly before we get into today's topics?
I'd love to lightly touch on this Alabama and Georgia team game here that we had. Hey, listen, I think we gave out Jesus Christ. I think we gave out one pick for that game, and it was Georgia team total over 24.5. That hit. And we just got to count money and watch a great game. That's about it. I feel like it was fantastic. Best game of the season so far, and probably top 15 of all time, I think. What a fucking game, man.
Yeah, 30-7 at halftime. And I mean, I was online checking Twitter and people are just clowning on Georgia. And then, I mean, we knew they were going to come back, right? Mm-hmm. I made a comment in our private chat that Kirby Smart probably killed a graduate assistant at the half.
Just in front of everybody.
And yeah, they came out. I mean, Carson Beck looked really good in the second half. A terrible pick at the end, but I mean, I get it. They're trying to tie the game, but yeah, outstanding game. Outstanding game.
Yeah. So it's the sideline clips. Did you guys see those? So Georgia goes up and they're going berserk. And then it switches to Alabama, and they're just like the whole crowd was stunned. That kid, I forget what his name is, the 17-year-old wide receiver. That move goes up, turns his body, brings the ball down on the sideline.
Yeah, but that's not the move, though, right?
Wait. Can I get to it?
Get to it. I just wanted you to get to it. I thought you're talking about that move.
Down, turns, has two defenders closing in on him, plants and spins out to the point where they hugged. And just breaks for the end zone. It was absolutely incredible.
Yeah, that was because I thought they were going to have him, but that fucking move that he pulled after basically doing a pirouette while catching a ball, I've never seen anyone have that type of body. That kid is going to be he's already good, but going. If he keeps it up, he's going to be incredible.
Yeah, it's been crazy. So we're flooding out the chat with a bunch of likes already. 46 live viewers. So we're gonna get into some questions here. And then we're going to get into some of our sports picks as well. So, gentlemen, you ready for the slate of questions?
Let's roll.
All right. First off, Gino or Carr?
Gino.
Yeah, I have Gino too. I originally had Carr as a potential prop for his passing yards. Here's what the Falcons have done to quarterbacks. So Fields, I mean, granted, it's Fields, threw for 156. Hurts threw for less than 200 yards against them. Wow. So 183. And then Mahomes only threw for 217. So the Falcons have shut down the pass to, I would say, very well against some pretty good quarterbacks. Now, not counting Fields, but Hurts and Mahomes. So, yeah, I'm a little down on Carr this week just because of the matchup.
Yeah, I agree with that one. I think that total is going to serve Kamara well, but at the same token, he's coming in unhealthy. I'm going to pop up the by the way, make sure we're going to help you set your lineups for starts and sits as well, because there's a lot of questionable players that are probably not going to play. Thank you for the gift, Christian. I appreciate you, gang. He said, yo, what's up, man? What's up, brother? Garrett, there's a lot of questions, so we're going to do these a little bit faster than the full explanations, but Garrett Wilson or Ramondre today?
Wilson. Ramondre or Amon-Ra? You put both of them together.
Garrett Wilson or Ramondre?
Oh, okay, my bad.
Did I say Amon-Ra?
You said Amondre.
Wilson. Jacobs or Moss? I'm not. I have Moss on fantasy, and I've bet on him a couple times. I don't like the looks that I've been seeing with Chase Brown. Like when he gets the ball, dude, you can see just the explosiveness because it's like when you have like a chick who stands next to an unattractive friend that she looks better by comparison. Zach Moss. Zach Moss.
You're going deep, right? Calm down over there.
And when Chase Brown gets the ball, it's wild.
I think it's got to be fucking. It's got to be Josh Jacobs because Jordan Love is back. Jordan Love is starting this game.
Yeah. Love still says he's questionable, but he's expected to play. Braylon Allen or Swift today?
Allen.
Yeah, everyone's all over Allen. Higgins or Debo? Oh, Debo's playing. Yes, he is. He's on the injury correction today.
Oh fuck! I don't know, man. I really don't know.
I think
Higgins you have to play Debo.
Yeah,
I think you have to play Debo.
So what's that mean for everyone that has 1 week of Juwan Jennings? Everyone's asking about Jennings in the chat too.
I don't know. Has Ayuk decided that he's not going to be a little bitch about everything? Because I feel like if he's gonna be, Juwan Jennings had 175 yards and 3 touchdowns. How many touchdowns does Ayuk have this year?
Not one, I don't think.
I'm waiting. I don't even know. If he has
73 in the chat and only 184 likes. Get the likes up, guys. Caroline says Addison or Hopkins.
Yeah. That's a rough one. I
think Addison.
Titans playing the Dolphins.
Yeah.
I feel like the Dolphins kind of suck, so maybe D-Hop there.
I think Addison's going to come out and have a day. I think he's going to slide into this tight game and like.
Oh my God! Hold on, hold the presses. Just wait. We got a Twitch question. I'm sorry. We gotta just address this. Twitch is popping again. We got the Twitch question.
Who do I sit? Henry, Hall, Mason, Hubbard, Achane playing 3. Sit Hubbard.
Oh yeah, Hubbard.
And sit.
No, he's playing 3. So Henry, Hall, Mason.
That's 5 right? Up there. He has 5. He has
Henry Hall,
more.
Mason.
Henry Hall Mason. Yeah, Henry Hall Mason. Start Najee or Gibbs. Go Gibbs. That was wild. Oh, here we go. Okay. Ridley, Shaheed, or J-Mo? I like this question.
Ridley, Shaheed, or J-Mo? J-Mo's gonna have he's gonna have some targets here. They're playing in the dome. Seahawks secondary not great. I'd probably go J-Mo.
Okay. Twitch is popping today. We're live on Twitch, Twitter, TikTok, and YouTube, guys. Kiko Stream says, yo, Andrews or Laporta, which I saw a lot of people on TikTok asking as well. I think if Laporta's playing, even if he's a little banged up, I think you got to go Laporta. I don't know if you guys agree because Andrews just looks like he's just not playing well.
Can I actually, as a Bills fan, we have nobody in the middle of our defense. If there is a game that Andrews is going to fucking blow up and score, it is going to be this game. I'm just telling you right now, we have nobody to cover him whatsoever. So if you have Andrews, if you have likely the obvious way for the Baltimore Ravens to attack the Bills defense is in the middle with the tight end.
Shakir or Wilson?
I'm all about Shakir today.
Ayuk or Michael Wilson? I don't know who Michael Wilson is.
Ayuk done.
Yeah, Ayuk. Amari Cooper, Rashad White, or Swift?
Not Swift.
Not Swift. That's a great answer.
Drop Swift off your fucking team. I don't know. What do you think?
What were the other 2?
It was the chat goes crazy. Amari Cooper, Rashad White, or Swift? I'd say Rashad White's coming off of being sick this week, but he's still playing. So I'd probably go Amari, no?
I guess Cooper.
Can you start Amari Cooper? Like, can you fucking start him with that team?
Yeah. Yes.
Why though? Why? Okay.
Because he dropped 50 last year at that team. He's fine. Can't fucking Stroud or Justin Fields.
I don't. Can we not answer like the dumbest fucking questions ever? Why would you ever ask me that question? What are we talking about right now?
I guess
if you're asking whether you should start a guy that plays kind of a quarterback position or a guy that knows how to play the quarterback position and can score points, I'm going CJ Stroud. Why we shouldn't be having this discussion at all.
All right, Brian Thomas or Ramondre at flex, and then we're gonna get into our sports picks in a minute here, guys. Get us up to 500 likes. There's like over 50 of y'all in here. Would help us out a ton.
I didn't hear the question. What was that?
Yeah, I know. I forgot it to myself. I'm sorry. Run that back. I got you. Rashad White or Michael Pittman?
I think Pittman's gonna. I think Anthony Richardson might die today. So just be careful playing any type of cold. They're playing the best fucking defense in the league, and AR can't play quarterback when they play a shitty team. So just be very careful.
All right. Here's one of the best questions I've seen thus far. It's Olave, who's questionable, Hill or Debo, and you know who Hill's getting on Monday? That boy Tyler.
I'm gonna go Hill just because I'm high on Huntley. That's it.
Yeah, I'm gonna go Hill as well. I think Huntley's gonna come in and sling it. Someone said, "Is Mike Evans for Brock Bowers a bad trade?"
It depends on how bad you need a tight end. Yeah, exactly. If you need a fucking tight end, then no, I don't think.
Brian, who do you think is the number one tight end right now? Not in fantasy, but in general.
The number one tight end. I mean, if I was starting a franchise, who would I want?
No, I'm saying right now, like healthy, playing it this week. Like, who do you think is the best tight end that's available? It's probably Kittle, Bowers, and anyone more.
Goddard.
And Goddard while he flaunts the Eagles hat and the green collared shirt. Well, there's your. Someone said Bowers or Goddard, so I think we're gonna go Bowers, but we're really high on Goddard on this side because we got an Eagles fan on stream. Derrick Henry or Brian Robinson Jr. I think I know the answer from the boys on this one.
Fuck Brian Robinson Jr. for the fucking he's such a fuck, dude. Yeah, go Henry.
Go with the king. Go with Derrick Henry. Yeah. Hill, Wilson, and Debo. Yeah, go Hill. Ayuk or Shakir.
Yeah, just that video that Bryce sent us the other day. Like, you can't fucking. This Ayuk situation is weird, man. Like, he got paid and he's still being a fucking asshole about shit. I just don't get it, man.
Thank you for the follow, guys. So we got one on YouTube that says, should I start Josh Jacobs or Juwan Jennings at flex? With Debo back, I mean.
Yeah, I just think with Debo back, you gotta really pump the brakes on Jennings right now.
Olave, Reed, Wilson, who to sit? I would shit Reed.
No, but hold on. If Jordan Love's playing, like Jaden Reed is his fucking. That's his boy, dude. That's his boy, and I love. This offense with fucking Jordan Love slinging the rock is a completely different animal. Completely different animal.
St. Brown or Harrison Jr.?
What's the matchup?
Cardinals are playing the Commanders. And
yeah,
the Lions
so
are playing...
they're playing the Seahawks. You gotta love when a wide receiver's playing the fucking Commanders. I'll tell you that.
Yeah, without Trey McBride as well.
Yeah, exactly.
Derrick Henry or J.K. Dobbins? What do we feel? How do we feel about J.K. Dobbins in general? Because he had one bad week and everyone's off him now. I've been trying to trade for him all week, but the one guy in my league has 7 running backs and won't trade any of them. I just gotta update. Wilson out.
The head coach of the Chargers has not changed, and his philosophy for the last 2 decades has not changed. So they're going to run the ball. So I'm still high on Dobbins.
Yeah, I think
just maybe not this week though. Maybe not this week. He's playing the Chiefs. He's playing the Chiefs. I don't know if that defense is a great matchup for a running back. I'm not sure.
I think too, right?
Yeah, but he's banged up, man, and they can get to the quarterback. So I don't know how fucking well this game is going to go for the Chargers. Everyone's thinking this game is going to be tight. I am not one of those fucking people. I'll tell you that.
Yeah. Hey guys,
what's up, Smell?
50 y'all in here. We're under 1,000 likes. Get us 1,000 likes, please. Appreciate it. Smell, what's up, baby? See you in the chat, bro. JSN or Jerome Ford?
It's JSN. I don't think you could start any. You can't start anyone on the Browns offense right now, man. Not until they figure it out. Not until J-Mo Winston comes in and saves the fucking franchise and takes them to the playoffs. That's it, baby.
Would you guys trade Diggs and Charbonnet for Amon-Ra?
Yeah, absolutely.
Yeah, it's a steal.
Yeah.
Especially with the Kenneth Walker back today. By the way, guys, players you want to watch out for that are possibly on the injury report real quick. I'm just going to pop this up for your starts and sits that are questionable, and I have one of them. If you are an Alvin Kamara owner, Debo, Deontay Johnson, Chris Olave, or Bucky Irving, you have to make sure that if they're in your lineup, that they're actually playing, because they can be out at the last second, and then they're going to be sitting on your team with a goose egg. Read that off, Dan.
One last question. What 2 wide receivers? We got Olave, Reed, and Wilson.
I'm picking Reed and Wilson. Like I said, the Falcons have been surprisingly good at pass defense, so I'm kind of soft on Olave.
Flex spot, Shakir or Najee?
Shakir.
Listen, this is one thing we need to say about Shakir, okay? He's going to be the next Amon-Ra St. Brown in an offense with Josh Allen. He's going to be his number one target.
Let's fucking pump the brakes a little. Look at Brian. What are you doing to Brian right now? What are you doing to him?
Same height, okay? Same
But
weight.
That doesn't mean anything.
Style. Yeah, they play the exact same way. They're the exact same muscle mass. And Amon-Ra's dad was an Olympic bodybuilder.
Brian leaned all the way back to get away from that take. He went.
It's a great take. Watch both of them side by side. It's like watching Kobe and Jordan's highlights together. You know, they're fucking.
That's a COVID take, man. I need 6 feet.
The only difference is that Amon-Ra doesn't want to get hit, so he'll slide when he sees defenders coming. Start 2, right? Start 2. Chase, Rice, or Marv? That's a great fucking question.
Okay, that is a good question, but here's my thing. I don't know how well the Chargers do against passing offenses. I'd have to look it up, right? Gotta think about starting Chase today. Panthers defense, are they going to show up again? Is Chase just going to go over the top and score 3 touchdowns? If there's any game for the Bengals that's sure smell. If there's any game for the Bengals to like win, to get it right, it's playing Andy Dalton, who's 36. I mean, I know he looked great last week, but the Raiders are fucking god awful. So, I don't know, man. Like, I think this might be the week to start Chase and be okay with it, right?
Yeah, I mean, the Bengals have to win, and their best player is Jamar Chase. So they got to pump the ball to him, right? I mean, that I have to imagine that's Burrow's strategy is I'm going to win it, and Jamar's going to win it. And, I mean, I got to get the ball in my best playmaker's hands.
Yeah.
All right, I got a good one. So this one has a lot of different angles to it. So someone said Kenneth Walker, Rashad White, or Bucky Irving. So Kenneth Walker's coming back from his oblique injury. All right, and he has Zach Charbonnet in his backfield. Rashad White's dealing with an illness, and Bucky Irving is dealing with a hamstring. But they're both expected to play. So where do you kind of where do we see this is going to go?
Good question, but where's the upside? Let's talk upside here. Bucks play the Eagles. Bry knows the Eagles defense quite well. How's that rush defense, Bry?
I mean, they made massive adjustments. They went from a 4-man line to a 5-man line last week, which essentially shut them down. Yeah, I mean, I feel like the Eagles defense looked a lot better last week.
Me too.
Jury's still out, right? But
yeah,
I mean, if they continue the way they did last week, I feel like they'll be able to stop the Bucs.
Yeah, so stay off the Bucs running backs probably.
Yeah, so go with Kenneth Walker today. Jaden Daniels or Hurts?
Daniels has got the matchup, man. The Cardinals defense leaves a lot to be desired, especially through the fucking air. So I would side with Daniels for right now. Hurts probably should do well against the Bucs. That defense made Bo Nix look like an actual quarterback last week. So, I can only imagine what they're going to do for Hurts. But my one thing with the Eagles is if they get Saquon rolling, how many times is Hurts going to have to throw the ball?
Yeah, and I'm afraid I'm scared about Hurts's target or weapons. So you don't have Brown, you don't have Smith, you don't have surprisingly Britton Covey. They're running out Johnny Wilson, Jahan Dotson, and Paris Campbell. Those are their three receivers today.
Did you think that you would ever say we're without Britton Covey, so maybe stay off of Jalen Hurts? Did you ever think you would say that?
That's bad.
We're scraping the bottom.
Yep.
So Dan, I got a trade here. It said I traded Tyreek, Shakir, and Carson Steele for CMC, Jordan Mason, and Reed. Did I lose?
Yeah, you did. Real bad.
Right now, you did.
You got fucking fleeced, is what happened.
Are you all right? Make sure you get to the playoffs. So, and
is
hope that
he okay?
McCaffrey comes back.
McCaffrey better come back.
How is he doing mentally?
So basically, but if so, he got two assets, and Mason's going to be CMC until CMC comes back, and then when CMC comes back, Mason's not going to be anything. So you kind of got two players, and one of them's Jaden Reed.
Yeah, I just hate that. You give up Shakir, you give up fucking Tyreek. Like that's rough, dude.
Tyreek's gonna boom this week if Tyler comes in and plays well. Reed or Dobbins at flex, go Dobbins. Love or Hurts. I think so is the consensus is we're off of Hurts this week?
Yeah. Yeah.
All right, Bucky's status has changed from questionable to healthy. Just got that notification. Debo or Deontay Johnson?
Really, a question that probably 2 weeks ago we would have laughed you off the fucking screen, but you have to think about it now. Deontay Johnson is clearly the best wide receiver that the Panthers have, and they, with a fucking actual quarterback, can move the ball. So I'm going to actually side with Deontay Johnson this week. I expect him to have a good week this week.
Guys, get us to 2K here. We're very clear, very close. 57 y'all in here. Mike Evans or Nico Collins, which is, I feel like, a little bit further apart than it should sound.
Mike Evans or Nico Collins. Yeah, I mean, you're siding with Nico, right? We're all kind of on the same.
Yeah, you got to start Nico Collins.
Okay. Yeah, the matchup alone, the Jags look horrible. Yeah, and the Jags look fucking god awful. So you got to.
From YouTube, Mr. Anderson says, season-long 12-team league, mixing out. Should I start Antonio Gibson, Justice Hill, or Emmanuel Davis?
Ooh, that's rough.
Oh, that's tough. I'd probably go Justice Hill. No? They're probably going to feed off of him and Derrick Henry the entire game.
Well, didn't you say something about Gibson last week? Didn't we look that up? Like he stole a bunch of carries from fucking Josh Jacobs or some shit like that?
No, he's behind Ramondre.
Oh, my bad. That's sorry. Yeah, maybe Gibson actually for me.
Gibson's not a bad look. I've saw this question a couple times. Sorry, I'm just reading it. Someone said they want to trade Waddle for McLaurin.
I mean, I don't mind it if you can do it. I think it's pretty. I think it's pretty even.
When is Tua coming back?
Do you have a timeline? 7 or something.
No, I mean the one thing that we know is he's on the IR, so he has to miss at least 4 games. I don't know what the timeline is for him to return, but if they lose the next 3 games, right? Because he's out the next 2 or 3 games. If they lose the next 2 or 3 games and they're fucking like, have they won this season? Yeah, they're 1-2. Yes. If they come up at 1-5, are they gonna rush to bring him back?
No, they should have traded for Russell Wilson.
For what purpose, though? Like, I hear a lot of people say that, but like, just to like have him hang out, like, what the fuck is the point of that? Like, honestly, he's not good. He hasn't played quarterback well in like 4 seasons. So, what is the purpose of that?
Damn, dude. I mean, I get that as well. Here's a question I have for both of y'all because I'm also in the same position as Aiden Cody. We both want to know who to start today, Charbonnet or Walker.
I think it's Charbonnet, man. For me, it's Charbs. Like, I think Charbonnet is the guy there right now. And Walker coming off of an injury, they're going to start him slow. I think Charbonnet gets more carries today.
I think so too.
Yeah,
I think so too.
Daniels or Hurts? Got asked a couple times. We lean towards Jaden Daniels because Hurts is not looking good with his wide receiver core. Saquon's going to get a large majority of the total. On YouTube, Smell says Brees or Achane.
What do you think? What do you think, Rocky Prop? What do you think, buddy?
I'm going to go with Brees Hall. Brees Hall is going to get a ton. Aiden, thank you for the gifts, dude. You're really too kind. Brees is going to have a game where he sees a lot of work usage because of how stout Denver is against the passing game. Akers or Bucky? Go Bucky, because Mixon's playing. Go Bucky. A lot of people talking about Tutu Atwell. You guys are spazzing in the chat. Appreciate 2K likes. Tutu Atwell or Demario Douglas?
Yeah, they're talking about Tutu because he is literally the only healthy Rams wide receiver that they have, and they have a great matchup against the Bears today. If there's any week where you can ask a Tutu Atwell question, it's this fucking week. And I actually think he might fucking do it. I don't know, man. I think Stafford's going to be able to piece this fucking Chicago Bears defense up, dude.
I want to ask you guys a question so I don't have to answer 40 of them. I see a million Juwan Jennings questions. With Debo coming back, if he plays, I'm pretty sure he's playing. Are we starting Juwan Jennings anywhere for any reason?
I think you got to think about it. That's a big week last week. I think you got to think about it.
True. Fair enough. Okay, so
they're playing the Patriots too, by the way. They're playing the Patriots too, by the way. So I would be a little cautious that this game gets into blowout fucking territory, because the Patriots are fucking god-awful. And that 49ers defense is still a great defense. So I don't know if this game is – I think this is a Mason game just because I think the 49ers win by like 25 points probably.
61 y'all in the chat. Appreciate it.
Hey, Rock, I just wanted to pull this up because I wanted you to understand that Braylon Allen total I gave you, that prop I gave you earlier, Smell understands that Braylon Allen's going to go over 35.5 yards today. And he is the best backup running back in the league. And I just want you to see it.
Smell says, I was just asking because I know Brees got the worst backup running back in the league behind him.
You said best wrong. I know it looks like worst, but it says best. Yeah, I didn't know if you knew that.
Rashid Shaheed doing anything this week? Oh my God, I have a hat on my head. Aiden, appreciate you so much, brother.
Oh my God, I have a hat on my head, he says.
Pop up that puts the hat in the mustache. That was wild.
You got a little mustache too?
Yeah,
I think Bry went over the Saints. See you later, Smell. Take it easy, buddy. Bry went over the Falcons and their prowess just defending the pass. So I would probably stay away from Shaheed.
Yeah, so he's not feeling Shaheed too much. Dobbins or James Cook?
Cook has the Ravens. I haven't been impressed with that defense at all. Bri, how do you feel about the Ravens defense?
I mean, they looked really good the first half against Dallas, and then they took the foot off the pedal in the second half. I mean, really, their defense goes as the offense goes. I feel like when the offense is playing good, the defense seems to be really good, and when the offense sputters, the defense sputters, which is really weird. I mean, I think the Ravens defense is good. I mean, they're definitely missing they're missing their premier linebacker that they got rid of over the offseason. But yeah, I mean, they're okay. They're probably an average defense, right?
Average is the way that I would like to describe them, actually, because I think they look old on the back end. So let's say Josh comes out, as Rocky is being very rude and answering a question. Let's say that the Ravens come out and they're trying to defend the pass and they can't because Josh Allen's just that dude. I mean, that's got to look pretty good for James Cook. He's probably going to have some fucking good rushing lanes there, right? I'm taking Cook, right?
What a shocker. The Bills fan takes James Cook.
Did you watch the fucking game last week?
I did watch the game last week. And
hold on one second. Hold on. Did you watch the game the week before that?
Before.
Did you see us beat the Dolphins? You see the Dolphins lose by 21 and Josh Allen?
Fantastic. Yeah.
Yeah, James Cook, buddy. James Cook.
Braylon Allen or Bucky Irving?
Allen.
JSN or Debo?
Ooh, good fucking question.
Debo?
I'm stumped.
Debo. Nah, maybe JSN. No, Debo, because Ayuk's not doing shit. At least DK's doing something in Seattle. So Debo.
JSN does have the Lions though, and they can be fucking had defensively,
especially to the speedy wideouts rather than the big bulky DKs.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, so I think you can't go wrong, honestly. Start Debo, Jennings, or Michael Wilson. Start Debo. We already answered that. Bucky over Braylon Allen versus over Bucky. Debo or Shakir. People got to get on the Shakir train, guys. I need to use Shakir as trade value, and if we can secure this this narrative, I can make more trades. Myers or McLaurin? McLaurin.
Yeah, McLaurin.
All right, guys, get us to 3K likes, and I'll start answering some more questions because likes are going really low. Now we're gonna go over our sports betting picks real quick. We're gonna start with Brian, or should we go Brian? Yeah, Brian has 2 picks. We'll let him cover that. If you get us 3K, we'll answer more questions.
Yep.
Your picks this week are on the bottom of the screen on YouTube and Twitch and Twitter.
So Saquon Barkley over 23.5 receiving yards. I think we highlighted the lack of outside talent and weapons that the Eagles have this week with Brown and Smith being out. I think Saquon's going to be part of the passing game, and he has been to a certain extent the first couple weeks, but he's their best player, right? They got to get the ball in his hands, and I feel like this week they're going to utilize it. So 23.5 that feels like a small number. Mm-hmm. It could be 2 receptions and he's there. And then the other pick I have is Cousins over 218.5 yards passing. So the Saints have given up 311 to Hurts, 293 to Dak, and surprisingly, Bryce Young had 161 yards on him. So Cousins feels like a good pick at 218. Seems too low based off of what the Saints have given up. So those are my 2 picks.
Those are I feel like the Saquon one is a guaranteed lock. And I think Kirko, if he can get one connection early on with a wide receiver that he can carry throughout the game, like whether it's Kyle Pitts or Drake London, that's going to be a line that he smashes. I think especially if the game's a little bit more of a shootout, like if the fucking Saints can actually like keep into this game offensively, then he's going to be forced to throw the ball a lot.
Cool. just to piggyback off of Bry real quick, that fucking that Saquon line is hilarious because it started week 1 at 18 yards or 17 yards or something like that. Then week 2 creeped up to like 19.5, 20. Then last week it was like 21.5, and he hit the over, I believe, each week. So they can't fucking raise that line high enough for me. Honestly, that's one catch. That's one catch.
Yeah, and like it's surprising with no wide receivers, his line is still lower than Kamara's at 30, and Kamara's coming back off of a couple injuries. TikTok, I said get us to 3K. We're almost at 4 now with 50 viewers, so appreciate it. So we'll get to Dan's picks after the next set of questions. Start 1, McLaurin, Cooper, or Jaden Reed?
I'm gonna go Jaden Reed for me.
Yeah, I am too.
Jaden Reed's gonna have a monstrous season if Jordan Love can stay healthy. We saw how good he looked in week 1, and was it week 2? What week? No,
week 1.
Did Love get hurt in week 1?
Yeah.
I called it.
Gino or AR?
Gino.
Yeah, you got to see that AR before you even consider starting him. And there hasn't been a lot of rushing upside with AR like we're kind of used to. And Dan brought up the point of him being possibly like you come back from injury and you're kind of like hesitant to run and you don't want to get hit. Jahan Dotson or everyone's favorite fall off, Xavier Worthy?
Brian.
Worthy.
No shit. Okay. Okay, that's how bad Jahan Dotson is, by the way. Brian he has no wide receivers. I don't even think they suited up a wide receiver today. It's only going to be Dotson, and he's going the other way. That's crazy.
So we got to 4.4K likes, which is crazy. This is a crazy question to me. Someone says Bijan or Juwan Jennings at the flex. Because you would think obviously you go Bijan, but Bijan is just not. He hasn't gotten the end zone this year. hasn't looked like this Falcons offense. And Dan called it all off season. He's like, Bijan's a bust. Bijan is a bust. And I was like, Dan, no. He's not a bust. He hasn't looked the greatest, and I'm not too confident in him. I think he still go Bijan over Jennings, though, for the upside. No. Number 1 running back versus now the number 3 wide receiver.
Well, is he number 3? Is he number 2? We don't even know. Is Ayuk even going to suit up for this game? Do we fucking know that? I don't know, man.
Dude, Ayuk and Devonta should go to the same team and just turn up. Trade. God.
So let me throw a couple stats now. The Panthers rushed against the Saints for 58 yards, and the Cowboys rushed against the Saints for 68 yards. Now, Philadelphia absolutely fucked them up and rushed for 172. But the data is there to say that the Saints defense can stop the run.
Someone says,
good shit.
Should I start Moss over Kamara? And the thing about that is I have that same exact problem, and Kamara is still questionable. And I have Moss, but he's my second RB, which kind of sucks. But I don't think you can, unless obviously he's not playing. I think if Kamara's playing, you start Kamara for the upside. Moss just doesn't have the same upside.
Yeah, because Kamara's going to catch the ball too.
Yeah, Kamara's going to catch the ball, but he is coming in with a rib and something else that's like ailing him a little bit. He almost didn't play. But he had practice like light over the past couple of days. Jimmy G, thank you for the gifts, my guy.
Is it actually Jimmy G? Is Jimmy Garoppolo in the chat right now?
Is in the chat.
Oh, Jimmy, we miss you, buddy.
Go to Miami, bud.
Higgins or Addison?
Hang out in South Beach. You got 2 really good receivers down there.
And all the star, the women that he likes, Jimmy G, he's got a specific type of woman that he likes. A lot of those down in Miami, buddy. We might see him fucking pull up on South Beach soon.
You guys keep it together.
2 Puerto Ricans.
Higgins or Addison? All right, I'll answer it. I'm gonna go. Higgins has a week under his belt, so I'm gonna go Higgins, but I would go Addison.
Shit.
Would you reflex Rashad White or Amari Cooper?
Neither
was the answer.
Yo, pick up somebody off the waivers real quick, buddy.
Here's a good one. Start, sit one. Sit Najee, James Cook, Tony Pollard, or Brian Robinson. You can only sit one. I don't know why
you can only sit one.
Yeah, so it's either Najee, James Cook, Pollard, Brian Robinson. No, Najee. Oh, sit one. Yeah, sit Najee.
Yeah.
Damn, Brian and Dan love themselves some Brian Robinson Jr. Ramondre or Bucky? Ramondre.
I want to tell you one thing before I answer this question. It's Ramondre, yes, but Brian Robinson, Zamir White, and who's the other fucking moron? They're Zay fucking Flowers. Those 3, I hate them with a fiery passion. Okay, they will never start. They will not fucking be on a fucking bet of mine ever again. They won't be on a team of mine ever again. I frankly hope they retire soon because I hate all 3 of them. Go ahead.
Well, Zay's gonna be here for a while. Here's a cool one. Would you trade Mason for Kamara?
No.
Yes.
Really? I would.
Interesting.
Kamara's like almost like RB3 right now in the season, and his passing upside as well as the rushing upside is incredible.
When San Francisco gets healthy and we get the news that CMC's out for the rest of the season and they have all the fucking people back that they need on that offense, I think it's just going to open up even more than Mason. We'll see a lot more of those like week 1, week 2 games that they had.
Someone says Bills or Vikings defense, and then they said or Mahomes or Allen. That's a question.
Should that even be a question?
No, it's Patrick Mahomes.
No, it's definitely Josh fucking Allen in fantasy. What the fuck are we talking about? In fantasy?
If you
we're
have
not talking about playoffs, Rocky. We're not talking about playoffs. We're talking about fantasy football.
Listen. One of them is obviously the inferior quarterback. Okay, and you're going to start Patrick Mahomes. Josh, I'm just getting under your skin. I agree. He's a Bills fan, so I like talking shit. No, you're good.
That's just fucking ridiculous.
Elijah, Higgins, or Ertz?
I
got you, Jimmy. Hold on.
I feel like that's closer than you would think. I'm gonna go with T. I'm gonna go with T, and that's just a gut feeling. No data behind it.
All right, this one's from one of our gifters. Appreciate you, Jimmy G. It's Deontay Johnson or DJ Moore.
I think maybe DJ Moore this week, but that's just based off a matchup. This is a tough one for me. I think they both have upside, especially this week with the matchups.
All right, guys, get us to 5K. We're at 4.9, but I have a phenomenal question from Brian Conrad, who says, can you sit Tyreek after the last 2 weeks? Gentlemen, explain to everyone why Tyreek should be in their lineups this week.
I mean, I guess it depends on what your other two receivers are, but yeah, I think you could think about sitting Tyreek. We don't know what Huntley is, and we sure know what Skylar Thompson is, right? So until Tua comes back, I'm not very, very high on Tyreek right now.
Thank you.
Yeah, and I'm going to go ahead and go the other way on that one. Huntley is the truth. He's going to be phenomenal. He's going for at least 250 today, and the Dolphins get their second victory.
Dude, for example, someone just asked me Jerome Ford or Tyreek.
It's Tyreek.
You got to start Tyreek.
That's not even a question. That's not even a question.
Kingston Grainer just followed. He said Amon-Ra or Jordan Mason. We got restricted on TikTok too for some reason. I got to go Amon-Ra, no? Bigger upside?
Mason does have that if they're beating the fuck out of the Patriots, he's going to be running the ball quite a bit. So I think maybe Mason here.
Mason. Ford or Debo?
Yep.
Thank you for the follow, brother.
Debo.
I think Ford's just got a thicker backfield. I like Debo.
Yeah, it's Debo. I don't think you could start anyone on the Browns, man. I just don't think you can right now.
Flex Trey Tucker or Andre Iasovius, who's the Romanian Rocket in Cincinnati. I think Andre. Kid looks good. I thought he was a tight end for the first 15 minutes of the game while I was watching. I'm like, where's he? Like, why is this kid in the game? It's a wide receiver 3 that they were using like a tight end and a wide receiver. Is absolutely incredible. Yeah, you gotta start him. Damn, everyone's all over this question. Debo or Shakir?
Yeah, I think if you're bringing Debo back from injury, this is a game I don't think you're going to use him very often just because they're playing the Patriots, and I think the 49ers should beat them by quite a bit of points. So I'm going to go Shakir because the Bills need him to have a game to beat the Baltimore Ravens.
Yeah, I got to go Shakir as well. And then Jennings or Debo, wide receiver 2.
Tough one. That's a tough one. That's a fucking tough one.
That's a tough one. On YouTube, Debo. YouTube, yeah. Hudson George says, need one flex full PPR. Zach Moss, Jaden Reed, or Scary Terry or Olave. Olave's coming in banged up. Scary Terry might, catch another deep bomb in a pass-heavy game. And then Zach Moss has Chase Brown. So it's Reed.
You're just
Lauren.
Yeah, it's the two. Like you have kind of this is a great problem to have because I think if you start either Reed or Terry, you're gonna have a great fucking a nice little week from both of them.
It's also a nightmare to have because there's a potential that someone on your bench goes fucking off, right? And you
good point.
Hate yourself all week. But yeah, I think it's either Reed or McLaurin.
So TikTok said, live restricted for some audiences. Your live contains themes that some may find uncomfortable and has been restricted. Reason for trading. trading or using tobacco?
See, you can't stop yourself over there. You're just huffing and puffing away.
All right.
Get it the fuck together.
All right. Sit one only. Dobbins, Stevenson, Henry, or Aaron Jones?
Dobbins, Stevenson.
Sit Ramondre. Yeah, they have a lot of RBs. Sit Ramondre. Debo or Najee?
Debo. Why are we fucking asking questions about Najee Harris right now? There's too many fucking questions about Najee Harris. There's too many.
It's because Jalen Warren's not playing, dude. I hope Najee and Jalen Warren don't play and Cordell Patterson plays.
He's still in the league.
Right. Cordell, yeah, he went with Arthur Smith to Pittsburgh.
Wow.
He's still in the league. All right, Dan, we're getting into your picks here. Double Down's picks of the week. We have 1, 2, 3 picks. Guys, get us to 5.5K likes, and I'll answer more questions. All right, Dan, which one do you want to start with?
I'll start here with Deontay Johnson. Kind of piggybacking off of Rocky Prop real quick. He likes the over for Andy Dalton as he just tries to hide his terrible habit that he has. Deontay Johnson over 62.5 receiving yards. One thing I did see last week is that the Red Rifle himself is back, baby. He went to Germany over the fucking off season. He got those, those platelets that Kobe got when he went over there. He's feeling good. He's throwing the fucking rock. Give me Deontay Johnson as the only guy that could catch a fucking pass over there. And then we're going to go to fucking Braylon Allen. And then I'm going to talk about a market that I think we're going to exploit very soon, very shortly on DraftKings. Is the only place I've actually found this prop. But I'll break it down for you. We're going to exploit this. One, I love Braylon Allen just for upside. I think he could have this 35 yards in one run today. So give me Braylon Allen over 35.5. Now, this last one, DraftKings. I don't know if you guys know this, but DraftKings offers head-to-head matchups between quarterbacks and yards with a spread and with the total yards between the two quarterbacks. I'm taking two of the worst dog shit quarterbacks in the league, under 366.5 passing yards today. AR and Fields are going to combine for a nice little 95 yards between the two of them, and it's going to be a dog shit game, and we're going to fucking laugh our ways to the goddamn bank. But I'm telling you what, once I hammer down on these fucking these matchups between quarterbacks and passing yards and shit like that, we are going to make a lot of fucking money off of it.
So that means they both can combine for 160 yards, and they still wouldn't hit this line.
Nope. Yep. You're good. You're good to go.
Damn. Okay. AR better not throw a deep bomb today. I do like these picks though, and if you could find an edge for this, that'd be a huge exploitation piece for a prop to add to your parlays, or just straight up fucking throw some bread on. I think my favorite one out of it is probably Braylon Allen. I do think 35.5 is really low for a line like that. And we did get to 5.8K. So guys, make sure you tail those picks as well as we're on SoBet. Link in the description on YouTube and in our bio on TikTok and Twitch and Twitter. If you guys want to tail all of our exclusive picks and every other signed content creator on SoBet that hits at over a 70% clip, rather than find your picks on TikTok in the description if you guys want to join. Debo or Brian Thomas Jr.? Everyone has Debo apparently.
What do we? Okay, let's go into this one a little bit. I know we're rapid firing, but what do we think about the Jaguars today?
Who's the matchup again? They're playing the Texans.
Yeah.
Yes. I think Trevor's looked a little bit better. I don't think anybody's looked good against the Bills. So I think there's a little bit more upside than meets the eye. I like Brian.
And they'll probably have to throw a lot, right?
Yes, they will definitely have to throw a lot playing CJ Stroud and the Texans. Absolutely.
Yeah. So I'm thinking that CJ Stroud's going to come out and beat the motherfucking shit out of the Jaguars today. So it's got to be Brian Thomas because he's going to get open down the field when they need to get a ball out. He's good, man. He can find the spots.
For some reason, I just keep always like it's like a lives in my head rent free. That moment of CJ Stroud going up to Caleb Williams, like, "Hey, man. Hey, come here. Hey, no, listen. You could be a great player in this league." And see, it's Caleb Williams like, to get the fuck out of my face. They're basically almost in the same draft class. They both played college at the same time, and he's acting like he's a 20-year vet, like about to retire. Like talking down to Caleb. Sit 2, Judy, D-Hop, and Waddle.
Judy, D-Hop, and Waddle. You got to sit Judy, obviously. So it's between D-Hop and Waddle. I like D-Hop over Waddle.
Does he have to sit Judy, though?
Do you have to sit Judy, though?
What do you mean, does he have to shit? Who's throwing Judy the ball?
I don't even know where he
is. Is it still the guy that abuses fucking massage therapists like they're going out of fucking style?
It is said guy. That's him.
Oh, it's that guy. Then yeah, we have to start Waddle. Yeah, then we're sitting Jerry Judy. Absolutely.
Last question, and then we're gonna go to my picks. It's gonna be Hubbard, Moss, or Walker today. Bench 1.
Hubbard, Moss, or Walker. All right, I think you got to sit Hubbard. So you're between Moss and Walker. Fuck. Probably Moss, I guess. Ugh.
Moss,
I'm not happy about it. Yeah.
Well, I mean, I think Cincinnati will win that game easily, right?
Yeah, Moss and Walker, you sit Hubbard. Yeah, I hope so. If Cincinnati goes 0-4 to start the season with Jamar Chase, with T. Higgins, with Gesicki and Moss and Chase Young and Joe Burrow, like I saw someone on ESPN say, he was like, you're gonna have to think about trading one of these wide receivers.
Well, it'd be T. Higgins would be the
he'd be the first to go. Yeah, but I mean, but also maybe T wants to be there and Chase doesn't, and Dan's muted.
Who could they get for T. Higgins if they traded him? Seriously, like what would they get for him?
I don't know.
Knowing that you have to offer him a contract. You have to offer him a contract though.
A fourth, a third, or fourth.
Yeah. You can't. You're not going to get shit for any of these guys. I mean, Jamar Chase is going to fetch the most amount of money, but like,
I mean, the fear is for Cincinnati is that he'll just walk at the end of the season. So
he's probably going to.
So
yeah.
Yeah, a third or a fourth is better than nothing, right?
I guess.
Shalov, you're the only one commenting. You're good. Kittle or Henry at flex?
Kittle or Henry at flex. Kittle for the upside there.
Yeah, but it's not like Debo's not playing and Ayuk's not playing and Juwan Jennings isn't playing.
Good point, but Kittle's always going to get his fucking targets, dude.
I'm not one to. I don't ever co-side with the flex of a tight end ever. I think that's
a good point.
I don't think you can. I think flexing a tight end just kills your upside because it's just going to get tight end usage. All right, I'm going to get into my picks here, and then we're going to get close to wrapping up the stream, setting our lineups for everything today. All right, so I have. Hold on. I got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. And maybe more picks. Andy Dalton, we talked about last
Jesus.
Jordan Addison over 40.5 receiving yards. Breece Hall over 65.5 rushing yards. Kyler Murray over 35.5 rushing yards. Marvin Harrison Jr. under 5.5 receptions. James Conner over 16.6 rushing attempts. Ramondre Stevenson
16.6.
5.5. Ramondre Stevenson over 55.5 rushing yards. Jahmyr Gibbs over 50.5 rushing yards. Which one would you like me to break down, boys? Which one's suspect?
The Ramondre one is the most suspect fucking line I've ever seen in my life. I don't know why that's on your card.
Okay, it's on my card because Ramondre Stevenson is a 24-year-old back. We're not talking about Derrick Henry. We're not talking about James Conner. That is the main portion of this offense. They had a bad game last week. 1, he's going to want to bounce back. 2, the offense is going to want to get him more involved to bounce back. And I think a 55-yard game necessarily isn't even good for Ramondre. And I think that line can be easily cleared. He gets to close to 17 touches a game or more.
All right.
In week 3,
Gibson had 29 yards last week, and he was the leading rusher for the Patriots.
Yeah, so you just go to someone who's actually trying to get something going with it. So your leading rusher only put up 29 yards, not 110. So you're fine.
Week
1.
Week 2. Gibson had 11 carries for 96 yards. Ramondre is not even on the list there. Ramondre had one good game this season so far. One.
Week 2, Ramondre had over 21 carries.
Yeah, but I mean, he didn't fucking. He lost out on the yard total. Like Gibson's the highest rusher on this team.
Dan, my phone's on TikTok. Can you do some easy math for me? Actually, there's a calculator on this fucking computer, right? Let's find out.
Well, you would have to figure that one out. It's your computer. I have no idea. Ramondre ran for 81 yards in week 2.
Okay, cool. That's all I need. The line's 50. I'm not saying he's going to have the best game out of a running back this season, but if he had 21 carries.
He's playing the fucking 49ers.
I don't give a fuck. If he had 21 carries divided by 55, that means he has to get. Hold on. I can't do math.
How many points
did he have? He's going to have enough carries to get to 55.
How many points did he have last week, fantasy-wise? How many points?
3-0.
Okay, so 0.30.
Alave. I think he can do it, but I think he's gonna have a bounce back game this week. Is all I have to say. I think he's gonna have a bounce back game this week
against one of the best defenses in the league. Yeah, definitely. He's gonna do great.
Yes, he's gonna.
That's your worst pick on here, and you know it. That's your worst pick on here.
I think my worst pick on here is James Conner over 16.6 rush attempts.
Yeah, because that's not even a bet. You can't bet that. That'd be insane.
16.5. My favorite is the Addison line. Over 40.5 receiving yards. And I think the other favorite is Kyler over the rushing yards. He's just been slamming these lines. But I mean, you can tail or you cannot tail. But will you hail the grail of Rocky Props winning profits?
What the fuck is going on? He's just rhyming. I thought you were about to spit some bars over there, buddy. Gibbs is a lock. You got to take him over every time you take him because he's just great. Andy Dalton, I think, is going to do well today. I'm curious to see how Addison does today. I think that a lot of people assume the Vikings are going to win that game. I am not one of those fucking people. Breece Hall, I think, has every capability to go over this line today. And this Kyler Murray over the rushing yards has been your bread and butter this whole season, and I've tailed every time, and it's hit every fucking time. So I will be tailing until it doesn't hit.
And the one thing I didn't add that I usually do is I did not add Kamara's over receiving prop this week. Only because he's questionable, but I think that's still live because I think they'd rather have him run the ball or receive the ball more than run it.
I agree, and I think if you take Kamara out of this game, the Saints offense is going to be a shit show.
Yoon Tom music. So start one. J Love, Fields, or Baker.
I'm going Jordan Love today. He loves playing that fucking Vikings defense. The last couple games he's played the Vikings, he's looked great. So I'm going Jordan Love.
All right, and I will tail with Jordan Love. Brian, what do you think? Tail?
Yeah, I think it's either Love or Baker. It just really depends. I see a game where the Bucs are leading and just try to milk the clock and get out of there. So yeah, I'd probably side with Love.
All right, so before we head out here, I want us to build a parlay of the day for our users and for us to play, and we are each going to take one of our props and add it into the parlay to bet on. So we will start with, and listen, make sure that we're picking locks. We're not picking for good odds. We're not picking, hot takes. It's your lock of the week, and then we're going to put them all together.
Listen, I gave you 2 picks yesterday, and they both hit, so I don't want to hear about it. All right, I'll start. Let me start here. Fucking Braylon Allen over 35.5 yards.
Okay, so he's going to go with his Braylon pick. All right. So Braylon, I'm going to type this in for the stream too. Over, what was it, 35.5?
Yeah, 35.5.
All right.
Give me JSN War Eagle.
Is that you're taking Brian's pick?
No, Brian. No, I was answering that guy's question. Brian, give me your prop there.
Yeah, tough game yesterday, War Eagle. I'm assuming you're an Auburn fan. I'm gonna go Cousins over 218.5.
Woo!
Cousins over 218.5 pass yards. And then which one of my 8 should I add into this? I'm thinking either the Kyler, the Gibbs, or the Brees. Which one does you guys favor more?
Gibbs, probably.
All right. Jahmyr Gibbs over, what was it? 55.5?
50.5.
50.5 rush yards. All right. And then there we go. Here's our parlay of the day, ladies and gentlemen. Parlay of the day is Braylon Allen over 35.5 rushing yards. Cousins over 218 passing yards, and Jahmyr Gibbs over 50.5 rushing yards. Pretty solid. And I will be locking that in. How many units we put on this, boys?
That's a nice little full unit there.
Full ski?
Yeah, full unit. Put a little hundo spot on that.
All right. So then we should be good to lock that in. Let me save this, pop it up on the scrolling side of it. And yeah. All right. Give me your winners for today. Won the stream.
Oh, yeah. Let's do. Hey, last week, let's remind everybody, Rocky Prop and I went 8-7. Bry went 5-9. Rough week for the Admiral. Rock, pull up the schedule if you could.
Yep, I got you.
Lots of upsets last week.
Killing TikTok.
Lots.
All right. Had hella people on TikTok today. Good shit, boys. All right. Where is it? All right. NFL. I always got to go to Google on this computer first. This computer stinks.
You want me to pull it up?
Yeah. Week 4. All right, ready? I'm gonna read them off. You want me to share it? I'll share it.
Yeah, you can share it.
And then NFL week schedule. Cool. Correct little overlay. Let's do this one. Very nice. All right. Started off Bengals and Panthers.
Bryce, start us, buddy.
Cincinnati.
Okay. I'm going to go Cincinnati.
Okay, I'm going to take Cincy as well. Let's go Saints Falcons, boys.
Who dat? Give me New Orleans.
Okay. Bry?
I'm going to go Atlanta.
Yeah, I'm going to take ATL as well. Jags Texans. I'm taking the Texans.
Same.
I'm going to go AI here, and I'm going to go the Jags.
Okay. Broncos Jets.
Go Jets.
Yeah, I'm going to take the Jets as well.
I'm going to go the Big Plains.
Okay. Vikings or Packers. I'm going to take the Packers.
I'm going to go Vikings.
I'm going to take the Vikings too.
Ooh, I like it. Okay, good shit. Steelers Colts.
I'm going to actually go the Colts here. I think the Steelers win streak ends.
I'm going to go. I'm
taking the Steelers.
Yellow. Yeah, I'm going to go black and yellow.
Yep.
We had 1.6 total viewers on TikTok, by the way.
1,600? Really?
Yeah, 1,600, and the peak concurrent viewers is 75.
Yeah, bitch. 75. Dude, that's one of our best right there. Hey, we're popping. Everybody's still here. We're here. All right? Everybody knows. Okay?
Everybody here. We're here. Who
all
do you
right,
think
Rams
I
and
am?
Bears. Rams and Bears.
Oh, God. I don't even want to touch this one.
I'm taking the Rams. I'm going
to go the Rams.
I'll take Chicago.
Whoa!
Big pick there.
Right. Brian, what's going on right now? You okay? Someone holding you hostage from Chicago? What's going on here?
I'm not a believer in the Rams. I'm sorry, especially with their wide receiving core.
Yeah, you hate white people. We know it, Brian. It's okay. All right, we got the Eagles and Bucks. I hate that game.
I'm gonna
so
take
much.
the Bucks.
Oh, Rocky prop.
I'll take Tampa.
The pain in that answer was sad.
I'm taking the fucking Eagles, baby. What are we talking about, fellas? We're talking about Baker Mayfield fucking beating the Eagles. That's what we're talking about right now. You know what? You guys made a mistake last week. You made another mistake this week. I already answered that question, Rocky prop.
What about this one?
Didn't answer that one. Who would you start over the other two? Flowers, Jennings, or Shakir? So I'm guessing you can only start one. I'm going to start Shakir because I'm a Buffalo homer. What about you?
I'm going Shakir.
Me too.
Give me Iguodala.
All right. 49ers, Patriots.
Niners.
All right, that's a clean sweep of the board for us. We like the Niners. Commanders, Cardinals. I'm taking the Cards.
Arizona.
Attaboy.
All right, another clean sweep there. We got the Chiefs, Chargers. Chiefs are going to win this game.
KC.
I'm taking Los Angeles.
What? Okay. We got the Browns and Raiders. This game, I have no idea who to select in. Let me take the fucking Raiders, I guess. Oh, God.
Give me the Browns.
Oh, I hate myself.
I'll take Cleveland.
Already.
Yeah, I'm going Cleveland.
All right. Geno Smith or Purdy?
Purdy.
I'm going to take Geno. I think he's going to have a lot more fantasy points this week. All right. Bills, Ravens.
Give me Baltimore. I'm just kidding. Take Buffalo.
No, I already wrote down Baltimore.
All right, cool.
I'll take Buffalo.
I'm taking Buffalo as well. All right, I gave you Buffalo.
Thank you.
Titans, Dolphins.
Or Miami. Give me Miami.
Yeah, I'm going to take Miami as well.
I'm take Tennessee.
Woo! Bry hates Miami, baby. Seahawks, Lions. I'm taking the Lions.
Same.
I'm gonna go. Detroit.
Okay, Lions. All right, we'll see who does well. Hey, whoever wins the week gets to pick the song. So let's hope you guys win the week.
Oh, that's how we're doing it. Okay, cool. Yeah, I'm gonna win the week. Wait, so we both went 8 and 7 last week?
Yeah, but I had the better pick, so I got to pick the songs. You know.
I don't know. He sent me the text. He's like, "Put this fucking song on. This is the song we're doing." I'm like, "Oh." He's like, "Yeah, just fucking put the song on." I'm like, "All right,
put the song on."
All right, ladies and gentlemen. That's gonna do it for us today on Degen Fantasy. Check us out on SoBet. Links in the description of all platforms. Get our exclusive picks there, as well as we're on TikTok, Twitch, Twitter. Just type in Degen Fantasy. You'll find us anywhere, as well as on Spotify. So
and also type us in on SoBet because we are fucking guapping the fuck up. Of our last 20, 14, and 6, with a net income of about 13.5 units. Yes, we are that fucking good. Bry is screaming with the college picks. I'm screaming with the college picks, and the pro picks as well are pretty hot. Rocky prop coming off the back end of a 7-0 prop week. I don't know if you guys know who the fuck that man to my left is, but he don't fucking lose, baby. He don't fucking lose. Simple as that. Yeah, put a little respect on our goddamn name. Fuck.
hoes didn't want me, now I'm hot hoes all on me. Back then hoes didn't want me, now I'm hot hoes all on me. Back then hoes didn't want me, now I'm hot hoes all on me. Back then hoes didn't want me, now I'm hot hoes all on me. Back then hoes didn't want me, now I'm hot hoes all on me. Back then hoes didn't want me, now I'm hot hoes all on me.